Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Hopefully, you guys can all hear me. Hopefully, you guys can also all see me. Um, we're gonna start in about, I say we're gonna start this Qigong in roughly about 1 minute. Want to give an opportunity for everyone to kind of just join in. I know a couple people usually like to show up a little bit late, a couple minutes after the class starts, which is perfectly fine. However, we're gonna give these guys about a minute to go. And then I'm gonna get started. We're gonna get this Qigong going here. Okay, guys? Good to see all your faces. Welcome all of you to my into my living room, and we're gonna start in about 30 seconds. Okay, guys? Just gonna make one small adjustment here. There we go. Perfect. All right, 10 seconds. We're gonna get going. We're gonna have a good day today. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We got a good hour packed of good, solid medical Qigong today. All right, let's get this going. So, for those of you that know me, my name is Sylwester. I'm an instructor of White Tiger Qigong. My Qigong journey started quite a while ago, about 10 years ago, but in 2016, I learned about White Tiger Qigong, and I've actually been an instructor since and absolutely loving this art, which is why I'm right here teaching it and spreading the word about Qigong itself. So I want to welcome all of you into my living room and thank you for inviting me into your homes at this moment. We're gonna have a great day today. We're gonna have a good time, good solid 1 hour of good Qigong training. So the way today's gonna kind of work out, we're gonna be doing 3 phases within our training today. Number 1, guys, we're gonna be starting off with a nice warm up. Getting the joints, the muscles, getting the tendons, getting everything ready and prepped in order to get into our phase 2, which is doing the actual Qigong itself. And on today's agenda, I'm extracting from the 5 animal Qigong called the bear. And more specifically, we'll be focusing on one particular form from bear, which is called bear shakes off its paws. I'm gonna get a little bit more into that as soon as we get into the bear qigong. And then the last and final phase of training for today, guys, is going to be our cool down / meditation. So those are 3 phases for today, which we'll be working on. The warm up, we're focusing on our bear shakes off its paw qigong form, and last but not least, we'll be working and finishing off with a cool down / meditation. So that's the agenda for today. Let me just give you guys a bit more. When it comes to the bear qigong, and the reason why I actually picked it and chose to do it today is because if you notice, obviously we're all living in a world that's full of a lot of anxiety, tremendous amount of anxiety, tremendous amount of fear regarding everything that's kind of going on right now. And so I thought to myself, okay, so what would be the antidote to this? How can we help everyone worldwide and give them a tool that can utilize to rid themselves, flush themselves of this anxiety? And according to Chinese medicine, and the theory of Chinese medicine, the bear does exactly that because the bear is a grounding animal. And during this time we have high anxiety, we want to be grounded. And there's no better animal to do that than the actual bear itself. So without anything else being said and done, guys, let's get this Qigong started for today. We're gonna start off with our dynamic / static warm up. Okay, guys? Let's get this. White Tiger Qigong, let's all begin. All right, guys. I'm sure all of you can see me. We're gonna start off with our feet shoulder width apart. Have your feet nice and straight, knees, hips are pointed straight. You can have your hands down by your side. You're gonna close your eyes. You're gonna inhale from the mouth and inhale from the nose, and then exhale from the mouth. And as you guys exhale, it should be as if you're blowing into a straw. Your breaths should be long and smooth like silk. In from the nose and out from the mouth. Let's do 2 more cleansing breaths together. From here, I'd like to have all the ladies that are watching, you're going to place your right hand on your lower dantian, which is an energy center located about 3 finger widths under the belly button. And then you're going to place your left hand directly on top of that. Gentlemen, you can do the exact opposite. Left hand, 3 inches under the belly button, while your right hand is directly over that. Once in position, this is called Jajuan, standing meditation. You're going to close your eyes. You can take the tip of your tongue and you're going to connect it to the roof of your mouth just behind the teeth. From here, we'll do normal controlled breathing, also known as balloon breathing. We inhale and exhale from the nose only. Feel your ankles above your feet. Feel your knees above your ankles. Feel your hips above your knees. On your next inhalation, elongate the spine, connecting the crown up towards the universe. And place your focus on your lower dantian, which is right now just behind both of your hands. Slowly open your eyes, dropping the hands by your side. And let's start shaking it out, guys. Let's get this warm up going. Just gonna just gently shake, guys, nice and easy. Nice simple way to warm up the body. Just kind of feel like a wet noodle. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, elbows relaxed, the wrists, and just shaking it out. We're gonna start swaying side to side. Nice gentle way to warm up the body, especially in the morning. Put your hands up in the air, guys, with your palms down. Palms forward. Wrists forward. Good, just drop it halfway. Having our palms down, just shaking out from the wrist. Palms forward. And palms towards you. Good, drop those hands. Just a nice gentle shake. For some of you that are just waking up, getting rid of the morning cobwebs, the morning dew, allowing yourselves to gently wake up. And now let's shake a little bit faster, but making the movement smaller. A little faster, and stop. Placing your hands in front of your lower dantian like you're holding a ball. Allow that chi to sink into your fingertips. As you inhale, you want to expand the ball. And as you exhale, you want to contract the ball. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Gently drop the hands down by your side. Still holding on to that tingling sensation in your fingers. From here, we're going to warm up the neck. We're going to drop the head down. As we inhale, we bring the head up, pushing the hips back. Exhale down, bringing the hips forward. And again. And down. 2 more. Good. We're going to do an internal twist of the arms and then external rotation of the arms as we twist our body. Internal rotation, external rotation. Again, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Neck rotations. As we come up, we inhale. And as we rotate down, we exhale. We're going to switch the other way. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And down. One more. Good. Hands together, give them a good rub. Create a little bit of heat in the hands. And we're going to gently place those hands on our kidneys. And from here, we're going to do hip rotations. Starting off with very small rotations and gradually making them larger and larger. In Qigong, these are also known as girdle vessels, or girdle vessel rotations. Gradually make the circles smaller and smaller as we spiral back in. Eventually, you'll get to a stop. Now, same thing, but the other way. Starting off small and gradually making the rotations larger and larger. Bring it back in. Good. We're going to clasp our hands together. We're going to rotate both wrists and the ankle exact same time. And we're going the exact same way as well. We're going to switch, go the other way. It's also known as joint flossing. Or in this case, to be more specific, wrist and ankle flossing. Good. Let's go the other way, or utilizing the other foot now. Switch, other way. Good. Clasp your hands together. Starting low, stretching up nice and high. Up on the toes. Down. We're going to bend to one side. And from here, we're going to tilt. So we should be able to look up towards the ceiling. Come back. Up. And tilt. Good. Let that go. Relax. We do the exact same motion again. Up, bend, and tilt. Come back. And letting that go. From the hands to the lower dantian, you're going to bring the energy up. Push out from the heart. Arms can be stretched out, head and palms looking up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. Take a slow inhale. Come up on the toes, hug yourself as you slowly exhale. And drop. Again, inhale. Exhale. Drop. One more, everyone. Good. Bring your hands together, looking at both of our palms. Take a long inhale. Exhale, smack the legs, coming all the way around. Big inhale. And closing. Pushing the cheek down our central core, past our upper dantian, past our middle dantian, and all the way down to our lower dantian. Hands are going to be out to your side. Eyes are closed. As you breathe, place your focus on the palms of both your hands. As you inhale from the palms. As you exhale from those palms. Ladies, place your right hand over your lower dantian, left hand on top. Gentlemen, opposite, left hand on the lower dantian, just below the belly button, with the right hand on top. Again, this is called Danduan, standing meditation. We're going to now take our focus from our palms, placing it on our lower dantian, which is once again just behind both of our hands. Open your eyes, let the hands go. Good job, everyone. Good work. That was our warm-up. That was our joint flossing for today. Now we're going to push forward. We're in phase 2 now. So let me actually talk a little bit about bear. Bear shakes off its paws. Now why the bear? As I mentioned earlier, the whole world's with a lot of anxiety because everything's going on. And so as a result, we'll be focusing on the bear. Now according to the 5-element Chinese theory, the bear is associated with the element of earth. And earth in itself is very grounding, right? Or the animal, the bear is very grounding. Which is of course what we need to do when we have times of high anxiety and high fear. And with fear, with anxiety, that actually holds a place within the body. See, in Chinese medicine, all our organs hold a certain emotion. And because today we're focusing on anxiety, anxiety is actually held inside the spleen. And so we're going to be clearing out that anxiety, we're going to be flushing out that anxiety and reinvigorating that spleen, that organ with fresh qi. And one of the major concerns when it comes to anxiety from a Chinese medicine perspective is that it creates rising qi. And what we need to do is descend or bring that qi back down. And there's no better way of doing that than through the bear, than through that grounding animal, utilizing, of course, the element of earth. And so you're gonna notice when we do bear, there's gonna be a lot of, you're gonna notice some like deeper stances. You're gonna notice a lot of contracting, a lot of compressing of the organs. And that's because we're trying to ground. That's because we're trying to flush all that anxiety out of the system. And of course, now with everything going on with the world, we all need this extra tool in our pocket to help alleviate all the symptoms of anxiety. So, without further ado, guys, I'm going to demonstrate to you bear shakes off his paw from the 5-animal Qigong. So, very dynamic, a lot of movement, and as you guys saw, a lot of compression, but also expansion. So, you guys might have noticed, as I'm going over here, I'm putting a lot of compression, in this case, on my liver. As I compress this liver, the spleen on the other side is being expanded. As I come back up, then I start compressing the spleen. As I expand the liver, causing this contraction, expansion, starts to flush out anxiety, starts to flush out any toxins within the organs. So it's very vital that we get that nice deep contraction, deep compression within this Qigong that we're doing. And so we're going to learn this Qigong. I'm going to divide it into 3 segments. We're going to learn the structure of the bear. We're going to then learn how to breathe within the bear. And then the last piece we're going to put inside is the spirit of the bear. All 3 of those components create Qigong. When we're missing one of those components, we don't have Qigong anymore. So we have to have correct structure, we have to have correct breathing, and we have to have correct spirit or intention within that form. So without further ado, let's start breaking down the structural components of bear shakes off its paw. So, from here we're going to gently or slowly, we're going to raise up our hands, shoulder height. From here we're going to create a fist, 1 finger at a time, starting at the pinky. We close the hands and we finish with wrapping the thumb around the knuckles. From here, utilizing internal rotation of the arms, we're going to bring the arms out. Our fists are going to be at shoulder height, and our arms will be roughly about out on a 45-degree angle. So if I turn to my side, you'll notice my arms out at a 45. They're not straight out, and they're not all the way in like I'm trying to show off my biceps. So you take a look at the side angle, you see my fist being at shoulder height, and of course out of this 45 degree. So right there we have 4 checkpoints that we can remember as we do the opening or as we start working the upper body of the bear. Checkpoint 1 is having the arms at shoulder height. Checkpoint 2 is correctly making the fist 1 finger at a time, locking it with the thumb. Checkpoint 3 and 4 is making sure that our hands or our fists are level with our shoulders and our arms are out at a 45. Checkpoint 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once again, let's do that all together. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we got the arms in there. Let's move on to the actual body, the torso, because this is the vital component. This is the part where we start compressing and we start compressing the actual organs themselves. So from here, we're going to once again create and go back into our stance here, creating the fists, coming out with the arms. All we're going to do now is we're going to rotate the torso, rotate the hips right to the side, and we're going to bend down. Come right back up, turn to the side, and we're going to bend and compress the other organ. So I'm going to take a small step back so you can see my feet. Keep note of this. As I rotate to the side, my feet don't move. If I start moving my feet, I miss the organ. In this case, I miss the liver. And as I bend, I just bend down the hip. I don't compress, which is the vital part of this Qigong, is to compress the organ. So as we rotate, the legs stay placed. And we're going to come down, placing that pressure on, in this case, the liver. Then I turn to the other side, putting pressure then on or compressing the spleen. So why don't we put all 6 of those checkpoints together now? Checkpoint 1, shoulders, hands at shoulder height. 2, making the fist. 3 and 4, fist at shoulder height, Hands out over 45. Checkpoint 5, we're going to twist. In checkpoint 6, we're going to bend down and compress. Come back up. And now we do the exact same thing on the other side. Checkpoint 5, twist. And checkpoint 6, we compress. So we've got a lot of stuff going on there. And as I mentioned before, we're working both sides. As we compress the spleen, we expand the liver. And then as we compress the liver, we expand the spleen. So one last time, so all together. We do it one more time on each side. And we're going to close that up. Inhale, dropping it down. Hands by our side. Inhaling from the nose, exhaling from the nose, placing our focus on the palms of our hands. Good. All right. You guys are doing good. You guys are doing excellent. So we've established the upper body structure of bear shakes off his paw. Now let's establish the lower body. Now we also have some footwork we have to get into. So from here, we're going to step out into what's called a horse stance. As you see, there's two motions happening. Motion number 1, I'm stepping out outside of my shoulders. Number 2, my legs, my feet are pointing the exact same direction, or my knees are pointing the exact same direction as my feet, which in this case is a little bit outer of 45. And what happens here is then I sink. Now, based on your skill, your level, as well as your health, you guys can either A, at a beginner level, hold up a nice tall or slightly taller horse stance, still maintaining the exact structure, placement of the feet. Or B, you guys can, those that have some more experience within Qigong, perhaps you're more athletic, you can sink into a nice, deep horse stance. Now from here, within this horse stance, we're going to drag our left leg over to our right. And what's happening as I drag, I'm placing pressure on the inside of my toe. Now, why would I put pressure on the inside of my toe? Because on that toe is a very specific acupressure point called the yin bai. Now, the yin bai is part of the spleen meridian. And that's why it's vital we put pressure on the inside of our toe as we drag it over within this form, within this exercise. Now, why we put pressure on it? Because the yin bai point alleviates or releases or relaxes the heart and as well as the spirit. And as I mentioned before, we're high in anxiety, we got a lot of spirit. We got to descend down, we got to calm and relax the spirit. By putting pressure on the yin bai point, it creates that relaxation within the spirit, calming it, and within the heart as well. So again, I'm going to step out into the horse stance. I'm going to drag my left foot, putting pressure on the toe. You notice my toe, my foot is on the side. I'm going to drag it back, horse stance. Other side, drag, putting pressure on the yin bai point, and coming back out, horse stance. Let's repeat that process. Drag, step out, horse, drag, step out, horse. Last one. Good, bring it back up, inhale up, and bring it down. Eyes are closed. Placing your focus on the palms of your hands. Nice. So now that we've established both the upper body and the lower body, let's put that together in unison. So we're going to start off with the opening. Up, create the fist. And now, as we do this internal rotation of the arm, we're going to step out into our horse stance. For my advanced or my athletes, nice low horse stance. For those that are beginners, you can go a little bit higher. Just making sure that your feet are on the outside of your shoulders, maintain a good posture and good stance. Now from here, starting with the left leg, we're going to drag it over. Remember the buy-in point. And from here, we're going to rotate the body to the side, and we're going to compress, coming down. We come back up, nice good horse stance, straight up body, good posture. Then we're going to drag the other foot over. We're going to rotate, and we're going to compress, come back. Compress, horse stance, drag, compress, horse stance, drag, compress, horse stance, one more, drag, horse stance. So you guys see there's a lot of motion. You're noticing the depth and how deep we go within this form. Very grounding. And you feel as we start to compress one side, we expand the other. And of course, vice versa. Compress the other side, and we expand the other. Let's go through that whole thing one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Hands up. Fist. Horse stance. Drag, compress. Drag, compress. One more time on each side. Hands out, two-gate breathing. Focus in the palms of our hands. This is a very intense Qigong. So we're going to give the body lots of rest. Good. You guys are doing really good. So now that we've established our structure, let's add in the second vital component to this Qigong, and that is the breath. That is breathing. So going point by point, we're going to introduce now the breath. As I open up my hands, my arms, I inhale. As I close the fist, I'm going to step out, exhale. And now I'm in my horse stance. I'm going to inhale as I drag my foot over, and then as I start to compress, I exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Closing that. Now for those of you that are starting out, you can maintain that higher stance within the form, specifically the horse stance. But also, you can do the movement a little bit slower, but still maintaining the breath, the structure, and a bit of that intensity. So once again, our breath, inhale, exhale, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, and close. Take a moment to breathe. Again, placing the focus on the palms of the hands. And relax. All right. We've established our structure. We've established our breathing. Last point is the spirit of the animal. In this case, it's the bear. And what is the bear doing? It's shaking off its paws. And anything that we shake off with some intensity. And we also have to remember the bear itself is very grounding, it's a bigger, heavy animal. So now as we go through these movements, as we breathe, we want to introduce that spirit, feeling like that bear, shaking off its paws. And as we shake, we compress the organs, bring life and vitality back to them, and flushing out what's not needed. So, let's add in all three aspects. We have structure, we have breath. Let's add in the spirit of that bear, shaking its paws off. Now, there's one specific note when it comes to, one specific detail when it comes to the structural component of this bear. A lot of people at the beginning stages have a tendency, after they compress, they keep themselves down like this, bent over. It's almost like they're looking for something, they lost something. They're like really mad, like, where is it? And then they come over to this side, then they bend. What you want to do, remember, we're going from a place of compression and then expansion. And so after you compress one side, you want to make sure you come back up, elongating the spine, good horse stance, and then we drag the foot over, compress again. Good horse stance, nice and tall, compress again. That way we get that deep compression, but then also we get that nice expansion. All right, guys, let's put everything together. Structure, breath, and now spirit. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Close. Two-gate breathing. Very good. All right. So now that I've taught and we've established those three major components, now in traditional Qigong fashion, the truest state and way of training and doing this Qigong, we'll now do the whole set in silence. As you notice, we're doing 3 sets. One set, we compress both the liver and the spleen on each side. That consists of 1. We do that 3 times altogether. As I mentioned, we're going to do this last one in Qigong, in true traditional Qigong fashion, in silence. You can follow me, or if you have to go slower, definitely go slower. However, try not to go any faster than I am. All right, guys? Let's do bear shakes off his paw one last time in silence. Hands out by the side. Two-gate breathing. We will now all close together in a very specific and special manner. Coming up, we're going to inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to exhale anxiety out of the body, out of the spleen. Flushing it out. Second, as we inhale the antidote, which is support and nurture. And we're bringing that into our body, into our spleen. Last, the color supported for the organ, for the spleen. We're going to inhale yellow. Bringing that beautiful yellow color, earth color into our body, into the spleen. Filling it with this beautiful color as we shower ourselves with this color. Hands out to the side, 2-gate breathing. John Juan, standing meditation. We will now take our focus, place it on our lower dantian, which is now just behind both our hands. We're going to compact all this chi that we built into our lower dantian. This is why we do John Juan. Feeling the joyful effects of the feelings of being supported, of being nurtured, invigorating the spleen with fresh, clean chi. Because we flushed ourselves out, flushed anxiety from our body. Eyes open. Phase 3 of our training, our cool down and our meditation. Clap the hands, give them a good rub, create some nice heat. We do what's called a chi shower. Palms in the eyes, inhale. And exhale. We're going to brush our hair on our face. We're going to tap our face. Pop the ears 3 times. Rubbing the neck, both sides. We create a cup with our hand. We're going to cup down our arm. Inside. And brush that off. Same, other side. Brush it off. Make a fist. We're going to gently tap our kidneys. Placing our hands on top of our feet. Slowly coming up. And that, guys, was Bear Shakes Off His Paws. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this training. I hope it brought something new into your lives, a new tool that we can utilize during this time, this high time of anxiety and stress that we're incorporating within that's unfortunately incorporated within our lives. Remember some of the finer details when it comes to the bear, element of earth, and the earth itself, and the bear is very grounding, which is what we need in order to get rid of the anxiety within our body, right? That's very vital and very important. Make sure you guys keep yourselves safe and sound. We're done training. Hydrate yourselves. Have an amazing day, depending on the time zone. Have an amazing evening. I want to wish all you guys the best. Thank you for coming out here. It's great to see all you guys in my living room here. Please utilize this tool. If you guys have any questions, you inquire a little bit more about this particular Qigong, the bear Qigong, or more specifically, where it comes from, the 5 animal Qigong. Please guys, go check out whitetigerqigong.com. There is an amazing online course that has 20 plus videos of the Qigong, of the 5 animal Qigong. And one of them, of course, is the bear. So wish you guys all the best. Be safe, be sound. However, before I let you guys go, we're gonna bow out together, okay? Right hand is gonna make the fist, representing the moon. Left hand, straight, representing the sun. We're gonna have the hand directly on top of the fist. We're gonna repeat the 5 virtues of White Tiger Qigong with me. Or if you like, you can just hear them. Wisdom, benevolence, sincerity, courage, patience. All the best, guys. I'll catch you guys next week. Be filming again, doing another live White Tiger Qigong session right here on the White Tiger YouTube channel. All the best, guys. Be safe and be sound.